five? So here's the next question. This one's just for people who are either shy or introverted, which means you generally don't say a lot, like especially you don't go up to the camera very often, and you maybe don't do extra gimme fives or extra other things. So think about if that applies to you, because they really want your opinion. Boys and girls, are you processing? They really want your opinion. You're kind of the silent group, you know what I mean? So they want to know what you feel. Here's their question. It's actually two parts. It's kind of long. All right, so one person said, I'm curious about how your classroom environment works for your introverted kids. What do you do, me, what do I do, with the student who's happy to sit back and let other people take charge? So what have I done to try to boost you guys to take on more responsibility, like in responsibility partners or in groups? And then also, how do introverts handle the controlled chaos and working in groups all the time? So can you talk about what it feels like to be in groups a lot when you'd probably rather work alone? Maybe what it feels like when there's a lot of like noise around you when you prefer quiet. Maybe talk about how that works for you in this classroom, and then how I've tried to get you to be more of a like not so shy. Can anybody go up and try to talk about that? It's going to be hard because this is the thing that you're uncomfortable with. So this is your risk taking, right, kiddo? This is me asking you to take a risk. All right. That's okay. You're going to start it, and they're going to build up the confidence. Good job, Mason.
So
it might be you. You're in the middle somewhere, right?
So being more shy about go up and do this, when Mr. Solars tries to boost us, he asks us to do give me fives, like at the end of a period. He asks some of the more shy kids to do give me fives during that period. And it really helps, and a lot of other students do it as well. And that really helps when you're one of the more shy kids. It really boosts your confidence about you being able to do give me fives.
Really, he tries to boost our confidence by letting us do give me fives. Because if you don't really do give me fives, I know I don't. Because it sort of embarrasses me, but when I do it, I don't feel that shy anymore, and it's just helpful because it sort of helps kids get out of their shell.
So Mr. Solars boosts our confidence by letting us do give me fives, like Andrew said. And when I do it, like I'm very nervous to say what I'm gonna say, but once I do it, I'm like, it's done, so I don't need to be nervous anymore.
So we make goals about what we want to do. So let's pretend one of my goals is to do more give me fives. Then we try to get from here to here with them, and whenever we have to keep trying to get up, and that's basically how you kind of get not that much shy anymore.
So we're a really collaborative classroom, so we usually work in groups a lot. And you kind of just have to work with them, even though you don't like them. Mr. Solars wants us to like everybody, so even if we work with them, then we can get used to them, and then we can like everybody, and then we get used to working with each other. And if you don't really want to work with them, you should at least, if you don't want to work with a person you don't like, you should at least try to work with them, even if you don't like them.
Well, I kind of think he goes and says that the kids that usually do it shouldn't do it anymore, so that other kids can have a shot to do it. And I kind of think that's a good thing to do because otherwise other people couldn't have done it.
He boosts your confidence because he told me to go up to this camera and talk about it, because I probably wouldn't have. So he tells you should go do that, or do give me five for that, or he tries to help you fit in, to tell you when to do stuff and to help you boost your confidence to do give me fives and lead and participate in group activities and share your thoughts.
What was the second part?
Mr. Solars boosts our confidence by letting us take control and being in charge. But sometimes when other people aren't when other people are like this, like maybe like controlling it, they'll let other people who are not like who don't really like to maybe like do as much and says like what is their opinion about it. Like in lit circles when we say like if someone hasn't really talked on the camera, we say it's like, what do you think about that? Or it's like, what's your opinion on this? And so that kind of boosts our confidence and structure. But also when we had it controls the chaos when and things by maybe like we calm down and let someone else do it, like who doesn't really talk as much.
Oh, that's for me. That's my Skype.
Mr. Solars boosts our confidence by, right now we're doing Rujimitko. He lets us, like we're a student-led classroom, he lets others like take in charge and like lead what, like for recapping our day, like so right now we're doing evaluate where we evaluate our day. We're discussing what we did good and what did we do bad. So there's this one person at the center of the table. He's usually in charge, which boosts your confidence if you're like sort of shy, and then others can raise their hand like to tell us the whole vibe.
It's mine! Hey, look, Ben stole